So, good morning, students. Now we are done with exponents, and we are going to start our new chapter, which is mensuration. Okay. You have already studied mensuration in class 7th also. In 6th also is there. Now in mensuration, let us discuss some of the formulas of figures. Okay. So diagram, the first diagram that I am going to make is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. A rectangle has two sides. One is length and one is breadth. It has four sides, but two are length and two are breadth. Okay, so the formula of rectangle is, the perimeter formula is 2 into, there are two lengths, so L plus L, there are two breadths, so breadth plus breadth. So the formula is 2L plus 2B, which we can write it as 2L plus B. So the perimeter of rectangle is 2L plus B. Now, let's see the area. Area of rectangle is, area is length into breadth. Area is length into breadth. Okay, now let's see square. So in the square, all the sides are equal. Length, breadth, both are equal. So when both are equal, it becomes square, and the perimeter formula is A plus A plus A plus A. So this is variable. You can use here X or S or any variable. You can use any variable. So I am using here A because all the sides are equal. We can use any variable. So A plus A plus A plus A is 4A. This A is the side length. This side length is A. So perimeter formula is 4A. Now the area of square is A into A, which is equal to A square. Or you can, if you take this as side, then the area formula is side into side, which is equal to side square. Side into side, which is equal to side square. So the area of square is side square. Okay. Now let's look at a triangle. The third figure is triangle. In triangle, we will not talk about perimeter of triangle because many different types of triangle are there. So let's just go with the area. Okay. So in area, okay, if this is the height, this is the base, then the area of triangle is half base into height. Half base into height. Now, so this is a parallelogram. Okay, in the parallelogram, the formula is, area of formula is, this is our base, from here to here it's base, and this is height. Then the area formula is just base into, we can write it as BH. So the area of parallelogram is base into height. Next is a circle. In the circle, remember, from the center we have radius. Okay, and in circle we have to talk about circumference of circle. Just like in all the other figure, we talk about perimeter. Similarly, when we draw a circle, when we have a circle, instead of perimeter, we use the term circumference. circumference. This is an exclusive name just for the perimeter of circle. Okay, so circumference of circle is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Okay, now the area of circle is pi r square. Area of circle is pi r square, and circumference, which is the perimeter of circle, is 2 pi r. Okay. So students, this was just a little introduction about the perimeter and area of few figures, diagrams. Now let's start with exercise 11.1. Okay, question number 1. So the question number 1 is, a square and a rectangular field with measurements as given in the figure have the same perimeter. Which field has larger area? So we are given two figures. One of the figure is of a square and the another figure is of a rectangular field, which is a rectangle. Okay, so it's like this. So this is our square with side 60, and this is our rectangle with length 80. Okay, so here this is also, breadth is also 60. Here breadth is missing. Okay, breadth is missing. So this is 80 meter, this is 60 meter, this is square, and this is rectangle. Now we have to find which has a larger area. Okay. Now before that we have in the question it is given a clue that a square and a rectangular field with the measurements as given in the figure have the same perimeter. So to find the area of a rectangle, we have to know the breadth or width, but here it is missing. So first thing what we have to do is find the breadth. So to find the breadth, what we are going to do is, we will take that clue which is both have the same perimeter. So what is the perimeter of, which is perimeter of square is equal to perimeter of which is perimeter of rectangle. Now because the board is small, I am just writing it in short form. This is perimeter of square is equal to perimeter of rectangle. This is the clue that is given in the question. So what is the perimeter of square? Perimeter of square is 4 side, or you can write it, yes, 4 side is equal to perimeter of rectangle is 2l plus b. Here b is missing. We know the side is 60, which means this is 60, this is 60, that's why I wrote 4 side. So 4 into side is 4 into 60 is equal to 2 into l plus b. Length is how much? 80. Breadth is missing. So we will get here 60 into 4, 240 is equal to 2 into 80, open the bracket, 2 into 80 is 160 plus 2b. So here we have to find the 2b. So 2b is equal to 240 minus 160, which is equal to 80. So here b we will get 8. So finally 2b is equal to, we will get 2b is equal to 80. From here we will get b as 80. From here we will get b as 80 divided by 2, which is equal to 40. So the breadth, so this missing breadth is 40. Okay, now we can find the area, okay, of both the figures. So in the question it is asked which field has larger area, whether the square has a larger area or the rectangle has a larger area. So to find that, let's find the area of square first. Okay, area of square is side square. So area of square is equal to side square. and side is 60. So 60 into 60 square is equal to 60 into 60, which is equal to 3600 meter square. So the area of square is 3600. 3600. Now let's find the area of rectangle. So the area of rectangle is length into breadth. Length is how much? Length is 80. Breadth is how much? 40. So this is 8 into 4, 32. 1, 2, 2 zeros. So this is 3200 meter. Area of rectangle is 3200. Area of square is 3600. 3600 is greater than 3200. So area of square has a larger area. So square has a larger area. So we can write therefore square has a larger area. Okay, students. I think you all understood this one. Now let's move on to question number 2. So in the question number 2, let me read out. Mr. Kaushik has a square plot with the measurements shown as in the figure. She wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. A garden is developed around the house. Find the cost of developing a garden around the house at the rate of 55 per meter square. Okay. So Mr. Kaushik has a square plot. His plot is like a square. Okay. And Mrs. Kaushik, she wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. So in the middle of the plot there is a house, okay, and a garden is developed around the house. There is a garden. She is developing a garden around the house at the rate of 55 per meter square. So find the cost of developing a garden. We have to find the cost of developing a garden. So you have to understand this one thing. From this figure it is very clear that this is the house and she is not developing the garden here. She is only going to develop the garden around the house, which means out of the total area, we are going to develop the garden in this part. We are not constructing the garden here. So what we are going to do is, we will find the area of the square first. Then we will subtract the area of house from that, and from that we will get the area of this garden. Okay, so area of the garden. So area of garden is equal to area of square minus area of house, which is a rectangle. Okay, so area of square minus area of house or area of rectangle, you can write it area. So first we have to find the area of the garden. For that we have to find the area of the square, and from that we have to subtract the area of house. Remember this one thing, that area of this entire plot is much bigger than the house. So do not write as area of house minus area of square. Then you will get a wrong answer. You will get an answer in negative form. Okay. Here from the figure itself it is very clear the plot is much bigger than the house. So area of square, from the area of square, area of house has to be subtracted. Okay. Next, let's find the area of square. Area of square is side square. So here let's look at the figure and find the side. Side is 25. Side is 25 meter. Which means if this is 25, this is 25, this is 25, this is 25, because it is a square plot. So 25 into 25, 25 square or 25 square. So 25 into 25 is equal to 625 meter square. So the area of square is 625 meter square. Now we have to find the area of the house or the area of the rectangular portion. Area of the house. Area of the house or the rectangular portion is length into breadth. Length into breadth. So length is how much? From the figure it is clearly given length is 20 meter and the breadth is 15 meter. So length is 20, the breadth is 15, 15 into 30, 300 meters square. So the house is 300, house is within 300 meters square and the entire plot is 625 meters square. Now we have to find the area that is left over. That is left over after constructing the house. So that is area of garden. Area of garden is equal to area of the plot, which is 625, minus area of the house, which is 300. We will get 275. 625, 300, 325 meters square. So so the area of the entire garden is 325 meters square. Okay, now it is said find the total cost of developing a garden around the house at the rate of 55 per meter square, which means the cost of 1 meter square is 55 rupees. Cost of 1 meter square is the cost of 1 meter square is 55 rupees. 55 rupees. So, if the cost of 1 meter square is 55 rupees, then cost of 325 meter square is going to be, cost of 325 meter square is going to be 325 into 55. 325 into 55 is 325 into 55 is 17875. So the answer is 17875, which is 17,875 rupees for constructing, for developing a garden around the house, which is 325 meters square. Okay, so for constructing a garden of area 325 meters square at the rate of 55 rupees, the entire cost is going to be 17,875 rupees. Okay, students, I think this is also clear with you. Now let's move on to question number 3, which is very, very important. Okay, I couldn't draw the diagram very properly, but remember, this entire part is a rectangle. This entire part is a rectangle. This is a semicircle. This is a semicircle. So we are given a one rectangle and two semicircles. Okay. So in the semicircle, remember this entire part, which is the breadth of the rectangle. entire part, which is the width or the breadth of the rectangle, is actually the entire diameter of the semicircle. So if you want to find the radius, we have to find just half of the breadth. So the entire breadth is actually the diameter of the semicircle, and to find the radius of the semicircle, we have to find half of the breadth, which is like this. So this is how it is drawn. Keeping the protractor here, if you draw like this, we will get this figure. Okay, so this is half the end. So from here, one thing is clear: the radius of the semicircle is, this entire figure is 7 cm. This entire figure is 7 cm. So the radius is 7 by 2. Okay, now the length of the rectangle. This entire figure from here to here, this is 20 meter. Okay. Okay, fine. And this portion, see, if this is radius, this is also going to be radius. Okay, so if this is radius, from here to here it is radius, then this is also radius, which is 7 by 2 is how much? 3.5 meter. Okay, before reading the question, let me explain the figure. Okay, so this length from here to here is going to be 3.5 meter. Okay, from here to here it's going to be 3.5 meter. So the total is 20, and we want to find the length of the rectangle, this area. We want to find this length. So here the entire is 20, here 3.5, here 3.5. So 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. So the length of the rectangle is 20 minus 3.5 here and 3.5 here. So 3.5 plus 3.5, which is 7. So 20 minus 7 equal to 30. So the length is 30. Okay, so the perimeter is radius is 3.5 and the length is 30. Okay. Now let's read the question. The shape of a garden is rectangular in the middle. It's rectangular in the middle, and the semicircular at the end as shown in the diagram. Two semicirculars are there. Find the area and the perimeter of this garden. So we have to find the perimeter and as well as the area. Okay, in this question, let us start with the area first. Okay, first let us find the area. To find the area of this entire diagram, area is going to be the area of rectangle plus 2 into area of semicircle. See here, whatever area you will get for this semicircle, you will get for this semicircle also. Okay, so to find the entire area, we have to find the area of rectangle plus 2 into area of semicircle. Here also one semicircle is there, here also one semicircle is there. So 2 into area of semicircle. Okay, now let's start with finding area of rectangle. Okay. So area of rectangle is length into breadth. How much is length? Length is 13. How much is breadth? 7. 13 into 7 is equal to 91. 91. So 91 meter square is the area of rectangle. Okay. So area of rectangle is over. Area of rectangle is over. Now we have to find the area of semicircle. So this is 91. Okay, this is 91. This rectangle area is 91 meters square. Now let us find the area of semicircle. So area of semicircle formula is circle formula is area of circle is pi r square. So a semicircle is actually half of a circle. So half of circle is half of pi r square. This is the area of circle, and to find half of that we have to do multiply it with half. So half pi r square is the formula of semicircle. So half into pi is how much? 22 by 7 into radius square. Radius is how much? Radius is 3.5. But to make it much more easier to calculate, instead of 3.5 I am going to keep it as 7 by 2. Radius I am going to keep it as 7 by 2. 3.5 is actually half of 7 by 7. So 7 by 2 into 7 by 2. Okay. So here, this is area of semicircle. Okay. So this 7 and this 7 will become null. From this 2 we can make it as 11. 11 into 7. So area of semicircle is 11 into 7, 77. Divided by 2 into 2, 4. This is the area of one semicircle. This is the area of one semicircle. We have to find the area of two semicircles. So 2 into 77 by 4. So finally the area of the entire diagram, area of the entire garden, area of the entire garden is equal to area of rectangle, which is 91, plus 2 into area of semicircle, which is 2, 91 plus 77 by 2 is 38.5. So if we add 91 plus 38.5, 91 plus 38.5, 91 plus 38.5 is 592. So the final answer is 129.5. So the area of the garden is 129.5 meter square. This is the area of garden. Okay. Now we have to find the perimeter also. Perimeter of the garden. Now look at the figure. Now look at this figure. See, the perimeter is the boundary. So we are talking about this structure like this. We do not have to calculate. We do not have to add this breadth. Okay, we are talking about a figure like this. Okay, so this is the perimeter. Okay, so for perimeter, this is length of rectangle, and this is the circumference of semicircle. Circumference of semicircle. So here, let's find the. We already know the perimeter is 2 into length of rectangle. 2 into length of rectangle plus 2 into base 2 into circumference of semicircle. Okay. So to find the perimeter, we have to multiply the length of the rectangle with 2, and then whatever we will get answer, we have to add it with circumference of 2 into circumference of semicircle. So let's find 2 into length of rectangle. Length of rectangle is 13. 2 into 13 is 26. 13 into 26. So length of rectangle into 2 is going to be 26. Okay. Now let us find the circumference of semicircle. circumference of circle is 2 pi r. Circumference of circle is 2 pi r. So half of that is by 2, which is pi r. So circumference of semicircle is pi r, and circumference of circle is 2 pi r, and half of that is pi r. Okay, so circumference of semicircle is pi r. So pi r is 22 by 7 into r is 7 by 2. Instead of keeping it as 3.5, keep it as 7 by 2. So this will get null and this will become 11. So this is the circumference of one semicircle. We have two semicircles. Yes, two semicircles. So 11 into 2, 22. 11 into 2, so 2 into 11, which is 22. So finally we have to add this length and this length, which is perimeter of garden is equal to circumference of two semicircle, which is 22, plus length of two rectangle, which is 26, and the final answer is 48 meter. So the perimeter of the entire diagram is 48 meter. Okay, now look at question number 4. So the question number 4 is a flooring tile has the shape of a parallelogram whose base is 24 centimeter and the corresponding height is 10 centimeter. So a flooring tile, we are talking about tile. Okay, so a tile which is in the shape of a parallelogram is 24 centimeter, whose base is 24 centimeter and whose corresponding height is 10 centimeter. Okay, how many such tiles are required to cover the floor of area 1080 meter square? So the very first thing that I have noticed in this question is the tile length is given in centimeter and the area is given in meter. Okay, so this is the first thing that you should also note, that the measurements of tile is given in centimeter and the measurement of the area is given in meter square. So first thing that I am going to do is I am going to convert this area, which is 1080 meter square, into centimeter square. Okay, so 1080 meter square, you have to convert that into centimeter square. So to convert that into centimeter square, to convert this meter square into centimeter square, what you have to do is you have to multiply with 100 into 100. See here, 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 1 meter square is 100 into 100. So same thing I have done. Meter square to centimeter square is, you have to multiply it with 10,000 or 100 into 100. Okay, so 100 into 100 is 10,000. So multiply it with 100 into 100. So we have converted our area, which is given in meter square, to centimeter square. First step is over. The second step here is to find how many such tiles are required. So number of tiles required. Remember, number of tiles required is equal to area of the floor so number of tiles that is required is equal to area of floor by area of tile. Okay, so area of floor is this, divided by area of tile. So next step we have to do is find the tile area. Find the area of one tile. Okay, so tile is in a parallelogram shape and the height is given, which is 10, and the base is given 24. So I have already told you area of parallelogram is base into height. So base into height is how much? Area is base into height. Base is 24, height is 10. So the area is 240 centimeter square. Okay, 240 centimeter square. Now let us put this into this formula, which is number of tiles is equal to area of floor divided by area of tile. So area of floor is 1080 into 100 into 100 divided by 240, which was the area of tile. Okay, so this 1010 gone, 212 to 540, 26, 270, 32, 390, so 45. So 45 into 100 into 10, so that is equal to 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the number of tiles that is required is 45,000. So the number of tiles that is required is 45,000. Okay. Now so students, before we finish, let us discuss the trapezium area. So area of trapezium is, first let us see what is trapezium. Okay, in the trapezium we have two parallel sides and two non-parallel sides. See, these two are parallel sides and these two are non-parallel sides. In the trapezium we have height, we have a side which we can refer as A, we have another side which we can refer as B. So to find the area of trapezium, the formula is 1 by 2 h A plus B. So the area of trapezium formula is 1 by 2 h A plus B. Okay, so let me do one question from the page, from page number 173. Try this question. Look at one. Try this question. See, this is the figure. This is 7 centimeter. This is 9 centimeter. Okay, and we have a height which is 3 centimeter. So to find the area of this trapezium, use the formula which is area is 1 by 2 h height A plus B. So 1 by 2 height is 3 and A plus B is 7 plus 9, which is 16. 7 plus 9. So 1 by 2 into 3 into 7 plus 9 is 16, and get 3 into it, 24 centimeter square. So students, this is how you find the area of trapezium. And students, that's it for today, and we will continue in our next class. Thank you very much.